Hi, my name is Kayla Manouchehri, and today I'll be talking about my STEP experience, which was my internship with Abercrombie and Fitch. The category for this was internship. My STEP mentor was Jakeen Wang, and my major is computer science engineering with a minor in statistics. Love computers. Clearly, I should, since that's what my major is. In terms of motivation, I am an engineering major, so you do have to build your resume, and that includes taking internships, so you get a grasp on what you want from a company and where you want to work. My first internship last summer, so summer of 2020, I didn't really like. I worked with medical devices and medical sterilization, and it was very corporate and very embedded systems and very just boring overall. I just wasn't a fan. And that did cause like a crisis in me that was like, do I really want to be a software engineer? So last fall, I started interviewing again for the summer positions, and I got a random LinkedIn DM from Abercrombie and Fitch. Her name's Amy. Amy. She was the HR person that contacted me. And I was like, sure, why not? And I went through the interview process and I really fell in love with the company. And yeah, it was supposed to be in person. It wasn't. Instead, I decided to use my step money to road trip along the East Coast while I was working. I was kind of going through a lot at the time. I was going through a breakup. I was just like, I need to get away. I wanted to form healthier relationships and notice a better relationship with myself. And I couldn't do that if I stayed in Columbus with the people I was surrounded by. So, yeah, I formed a last minute road trip and I took it by myself. I went from, so I was in Cape Cod for a week, I was in DC for a week, and then Charleston for a week, and then I stopped in like New York City, Connecticut, Smoky Mountains, Shenandoah National Park, Carnegie National Park, um, Red River, New River National Park, and a lot of things in between. And honestly, it was just a blast, and I had a great time. Transformational aspects. I guess one transformation aspect in terms of actual doing the job, I was a site reliability engineer, and I realized I do like engineering. I do like this. I shouldn't quit. And I think it did give me finally the confidence that like, yeah, I chose the right major for myself. Like this is something I can actually do. I think for the longest time, like I don't fit the stereotype of a software engineer. I'm a girl. That's one thing. Fun fact, there was research that said nerdy males who like puzzles, that's the ideal software engineer. And that's what companies were created by. And if you can tell by my room, I like art. I like, I don't know, like aesthetics. That sounds so cringy, but like Polaroids and literature and going on Pinterest and Instagram. And that really isn't what a software engineer is. And that's what I don't really see in my classes. So it's always felt like I was an outsider. And there I felt like, yes, I'm smart. Yes, there are people like me. It's a chill environment. I'm having a great time. Yeah. Um, in terms of my road trip, I was all alone. So I think I definitely learned how to be at peace with myself. I think it's something that I think a lot of like 20-year-olds need to learn where I think you grow up in an environment where it's just like you need to be constantly surrounded by people or you else you have FOMO. And I kind of learned that like, hey, I don't. I can have fun on my own. And I kind of just did whatever I wanted. I think I always sought approval of others through it. I'm a people pleaser at heart. And instead, I was just like, yeah, I see this cool thing. I'm going to go do it. I like kayaking. I'm going to go kayaking on a random Tuesday night. Um, I'm by this I see a sign for a forest. Let's just go hike real quick. I think that was just really freeing for me, and I just absolutely loved it. Personal impact. In terms of myself, I am definitely more confident. I feel more assured of myself. And honestly, I think it's more so like I found what I enjoy in life. And I think that's really hard to say when you're 21. But I think I do, at least for now. That's me in Cape Cod. This was me in Shenandoah National Park. They have like a little like highway that you like drive and you can take photos. So that was one of them. Oh, these aren't self timers, so I'm a self timer queen because of my Apple Watch. Yeah, I just absolutely loved it. You meet so many incredible people on these trips, and it's very funny because people think you're local because you're alone. But I'm like, haha, I know nothing. But yeah, I tried a lobster roll for the first time in Cape Cod. DC, honestly, DC was the worst part. Not gonna lie. I was on my period. It was not fine. It was not a vibe. And Charleston was absolutely beautiful, and I can totally see myself living there someday. I just don't think right now. Right now, I think family is center of my concerns, and my family is located in Cleveland. So, leading into that, my goals. I did accept a full time position with Abercrombie and Fitch as assistant IT analyst. It's whatever their first level. It's like for the newbies. So I'll be going through the Abercrombie LDP program full time this summer, and I'm really, really excited. I didn't know, I applied to like maybe 2 jobs, and like I hated coding challenges, and I was just like, Kayla, you're lying to yourself. You want to work here. You're just doing this because you feel like you have to accept the position, and I did, and I'm really, really excited. Um, I'll be here in Columbus, and I'm looking at apartments, and it is a situation where it is 3 days in person, 2 days work from anywhere. And that's really, really great for me because I get to hang out with my family. And future goals, I hope to continue to road trip and spread my love for myself and continue to be more at home with myself. Thanks for listening.